It's your man, Mr. Controversy. Did you miss me? Yo, I'm glad to be back, man. And I got my dog with me. My dog Macy. Yo, what up, bro?
My guy, what's happening? Wednesday night, baby. Wednesday night. Let's go.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Wednesday got here quick.
Middle of the week. End of the week almost here. Just gotta love it, dog. You gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Yeah. How you feeling though, bro? What's going on, man?
Man, look, I'm tired of these Gemini birthdays. Mom's, dad, my brother coming up, cousins. I'm over it. Let's get out of June.
Yeah, my tough stretch is it's a month. It's from I won't count October, but December. Then you got all the holidays and Valentine's Day. You know, I got daughters, so that's daughters plural. So I then oldest daughter birthday. We got Mother's Day. It's like, bro, I'm just like, so I'm glad I'm in that where I get to chill for a minute. So we good, bro. We good. But hey, man, a lot to get to, man. Thank you all for tuning in. We got a lot to get to, man. Great show ahead. We're gonna have some fun today. We really gonna have some fun. Man, look who in the building, dog. Look at the superstar in the building. What up, superstar? But
She a real one. She a real one.
Miss Candace, shout out to Candace. We have a good show, man. First off, man, we got to talk about it because I mean it's in the news, and no one really we talked about it.
Yeah.
But now that it's happened, we really hadn't talked about the results. But we got to talk about the USA national women team. You know, we saw this coming. We spoke about it.
Yeah.
But we got to speak on it still. But we're gonna get into that. Of course, we got to talk WNBA. We got to talk about Macio's favorite player. But I won't say her name just yet. But we're gonna talk about what's going on with the Dream. You know, we don't know what's going on with the Dream, but we're gonna get into that. Also, NBA Finals Game 3 tonight. Just found out that Kristaps Porzingis is not playing. So what up, Vince? So we got to talk about that, bro. We got to get into that. And
the dude stay hurt. That dude stay hurt, man.
Bro, I don't know. You right. He stays hurt, man. But we're gonna talk about it. And then we got I also want to talk about just the adjustments. We got to talk about the adjustments that Dallas have to make. Then we got remember when Bijan? We didn't get to talk about it because he said it after the show last week. I don't know if you talked about it with the crush. Y'all talked about, but Bijan came out and talked about how they're going to use him like what do you say, like Christian McCaffrey. So
okay.
Yeah, the funny thing is, Coach Raheem Morris came out yesterday, and he echoed it. So I ain't gonna tell you what we're gonna bring up, the question we're gonna ask, but we gotta talk about that. But then too, man, Macio's about to be in heaven because if y'all don't know, Macio's a wide receiver alumni, man, university, and we're gonna talk about who is the best wide receiver.
It's easy. That's easy. That's an easy answer.
We're not talking stats. We're not talking.
It's still easy.
All power.
But it's still easy.
But that's the wide receiver. So I'm gonna
easy.
tell you what I believe, but gotta go. See what he says. And then we talking Major League Baseball, man. The Braves. Is it time to panic?
Yes.
We're gonna try not to panic here, but. Look like they're it's time to panic, Braves fans, but we're gonna get to it. But hey, man, then we got quick hits. We're talking what's on my mind. We got the stop it segment. So let your family and friends know they can listen to the show or watch the show live on the 3 Point Conversion Facebook page if you're not watching on there, or go to the 3 Point Conversion YouTube channel. But we're in. So let's get started, man. First off, hate to announce this, but the Don Dada, Jerry West, man, he passed away on this morning. 86 years old.
Yeah.
Passed away. I'll let you get the first stab at it, Mace. Any words
The
about this, man?
the logo, man. Thank God that we had winning time because we have a we have a lasting image of what maybe Jerry West was. But
Right,
man, I mean, was great for basketball. I always think about. I didn't get to, cause we didn't get to see him as a player, but my uncles, my dad, the way they talked about Jerry West, they really loved this guy. I mean, to become the logo, I mean, that's something that's very special.
right.
Um, his GM prowess, the things he did when he was a front office, when he was an exec in the NBA. I mean, that goes without saying. But I mean, a guy who really devoted and gave his life to basketball. And again, I'm glad we got winning time because I believe all of that stuff that they put in winning time. That's why winning time got canceled because it was too real.
It was. It
Yeah,
was.
it
I don't
was
know
too
what's going on
real.
with my
It was too
camera,
real.
y'all, but you can hear me, Mace, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with the camera, but either or. But no, it was too real. That was most, if I could say it, the most realest show we seen.
Yeah. It was up. It
It
was
it,
way
it,
up.
it was up. And when I think about Jerry West, of course, I didn't get to see. I wasn't old enough to see his games. I saw
Right.
highlights.
Right.
The shot that tied the game in the finals, Game 3, um, and all of that good stuff. But of course, I remember him as a logo. But the big thing is, I remember is if you want a deal done,
Yeah.
Jerry West is going to get it done.
Yeah. His executive prowess was unbelievable.
He he
Unbelievable.
he's up there with. It's funny we're saying this, but he's up there with Archie Manning. Like, if you need it done, you come see
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Let's
deal
get
gonna
it
get
done.
done, Playboy. That deal
Yeah,
gonna get done.
yeah,
Yeah,
right,
without a doubt.
right. I mean, to the point where you know, did he have something to do with that Chris Paul deal?
Yeah, without a doubt. Oh, he went on the other side of the building, and I mean, he made that Clipper squad. I mean, he made it legit.
Now I'm
He
talking
made
about
it
the
legit.
Lakers. The Lakers.
Yeah, but yeah. He had, man, all that. Both he played both sides of the fence in that building.
He
He worked
yeah.
he worked everybody.
Probably every big deal that happened between 96 and 2020, Jerry West has some if it had to do with the West Coast,
Kobe, Kobe.
Kobe, Gasol, Shaq, just every deal that was the Chris Paul trade, it didn't happen. Every
Yeah,
deal, it was like that. So, I mean, shout out to my man though. Also, man, I want to talk about. I don't know if you heard Maceo, but Marcus Daniels, he was better known as MJ Daniels, who started
yeah,
at cornerback for Southern Miss, was shot to death Tuesday night.
yeah, man.
Uh, Um, and condolences to his family and everything. But I want to ask you, you being a coach, did you coach high school, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so even with what you told them, but if you were a college coach, like and we don't know what happened. I don't know if it
right,
came out yet,
right.
but still, how do you keep them from dealing with situations like that or staying away from situations like
Yeah.
that?
Well, this is the fear of every college coach when your kids are away from campus. When guys are on campus, you can pretty much structure their day with the workout, with the meetings, with just that they doing summer school. College, and I know this for a fact, college coaches, I got plenty of partners who coach at the collegiate level. The worst time of season for them is when kids go home for a week, for 2 weeks, because when you're in college, you're in a bubble. You really don't even know what's going on in the outside world because you're so focused on everything that's going on campus, especially athletes, because everything is regimented and structured. When these guys go home, they kind of get back in their element. Old friends who hadn't seen them in a while. They've been out the city. Things have changed. They may not know the lay of the land anymore because It might be a new player in town, or just things change. And when you go to school, you kind of change. So you kind of adapt to where you are. You kind of forget. You kind of become naive to what's going on at home, because I mean you're never there. So I mean, you hate to see these stories, but they happen too many times. And again, this is like a reminder why college coaches stress, guys, do not go home. Like, you've been there. Everything
Yeah.
that's happening good for you is right here on this campus. Kirby is adamant about, when you leave this campus, when you leave Athens, I can't put my arms around you, and I can't protect you from the outside world, because I have no control in if you're from Jacksonville. I have no control if you're from Newport News or just wherever you're from. But when you're here and we have a controlled environment, you don't see these things happen as much at school versus when these guys. It's always seems like when these guys go home, something like this happen. A tragic situation, man. I hate this happened to this young fella. Prayers to his family for sure.
Yeah. And then you think of coaches like Dion. The reason why I bring up Dion is a lot of fans want to say, "Oh, see, he's doing too much. He just needs to coach. He just needs to
Yeah.
make sure he's." But in actuality, it's more than just coaching, especially with him. And I don't think he gets enough credit for that. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and when you see situations like this, like you said, man, this is the little off time they are, from the campus, man, and this happened goes home. When you in college, like you said, you a football player, you starting cornerback, you straight. They making sure you good. Nobody's gonna mess with you for the most part. Nobody's gonna touch you. It's what I'm saying. It's can't do that. But when you go back home, like you said, he maybe forgot what it is. Somebody don't know what he is, or he come back different. So now you think you are some. Yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad.
And Raphael, we also know that it's an element of jealousy
Right.
with a lot of these guys, man. Guys kind of, you go off, you come back, it's always gonna be the old dude. Oh man, he think he all that just because you on TV. We don't care. I mean, it's just they don't, because they're stuck, and crabs in a barrel mentality. If I ain't out, you ain't out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why he ain't take me with him? Well, I earned the scholarship. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna have you just hang around on campus, making me look crazy. So I mean, just your home, this going home is always so great. I went to school locally and we stayed on campus. I never went home.
Mm.
I never went home. I'm like, dude, this like I'm away from home. Why I'm gonna go home?
Right.
I go and
Right.
wash clothes and steal food up my mama's
Yeah.
refrigerator. But for the most part, if the dorm open, I'm in the dorm. I don't want no parts of being at home, because now I got freedom.
Right.
I don't want to be at home because my life is what's happening on campus. So I hate this happen, man. Again,
And let me
prayer.
ask you, and I don't know where you stayed, where you grew up in, but because I didn't go to, by the time I went back to college later on after my mom passed and all that, but when you're away in the dorm, did you get a sense of like, hey, I was living in that?
Oh yeah. So I mean, so for HBCU, HBCUs.
I
Yeah,
know.
our dorms, like, yeah, I would have much rather, for a certain part, been at the crib,
Right.
because you know what I'm saying, we grew up good.
Yeah.
But the dorm gave me my first sense of being out the house. Like, I ain't got nobody to wake me up. I ain't got my mama, coming in the room like, or your daddy, boy, go cut the grass. I ain't got to do none of that.
Right.
Y'all can't tell me what to do down here. Now
Right.
y'all call and be like, hey, we ain't have no cell phone and that stuff. So I ain't gotta answer the dorm phone. I'm just telling on myself, Lord have mercy. So all them times, well, hey, man, boy, I need you to come get that grass. Boy, stop. I'm not coming to the house for nothing. So, and plus, my mom and dad work schedule, so I would come to the house when they ain't here. So I wash, like I say, steal food, and I'm back at the house. Then I get a call like, boy, did you take that banana pudding? I did. I sure did.
Right.
Make a note.
Right.
I thought it was for me. So
Right.
yeah, man. you hate to hear these stories, and as much as you do got to go home sometime, but when you're an athlete, a lot of your life is what's going on campus, man.
Yeah.
And stay on campus as long as y'all can, dog. Like real talk.
Right. All right, man. So I don't know if you've been following up on the is it called Clip, right? I think it's called Clip.
Yeah.
Did you watch the episode?
I'm sold. I'm like, we getting to the good part now.
Bruh. So you watched the game episode?
Yeah, we getting to the good part now.
Right. And the good thing is, like I said, we're not telling anything that we don't know because we've seen
it played out. It played out.
But bruh, this show right here, I'm like you. I was like, okay, now it's getting good.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, because at first it was like how this dude acting and man, Blake ain't Blake but now, bruh, it got real, bruh.
Yeah.
But you know what? Oh, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? What make it good? Like we do know the story. We know the story.
Right.
But now they're filling in the blanks for us. So we like,
right.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because I would have never thought DeAndre Jordan was like that.
See what I'm saying?
That's the thing that got me. But still, so let's go back to reality. Because I had a problem. They kind of mentioned it a little bit in the last episode, but I had a problem with when they came on the court and they threw their warm-up top. When it happened live, first thing I was saying, like, yo, that was weak. And everyone was like, how can you say that? And I was like, man, because the simple fact of you threw the warm-ups up, as soon as the buzzer started, you play. You got a Clipper logo on your jersey. It's Clippers. What did that do? What did that do? I didn't get it. I didn't get it then. I was like, what was the point of that?
Dude, I said the same thing. And I remember, like you said, in reality, I remember in the moment, like, if you guys want to have a profound impact, don't play.
Right.
Like, that's how you send the message. Like, throwing your warm up in the middle of the floor, your jerseys weren't inside out. Your shorts weren't inside. I mean, the logo on the TV, we know. I mean, you're in the arena. Like, dog, come on, man. Like, walk out. If y'all want to really impress us, walk out. Kind of like when Milwaukee, in the bubble, when all this stuff going on, Milwaukee, like, we not playing.
We're not playing.
What the Clippers did in that moment, like, yeah, man, that upon further review, it was more weak sauce.
Right.
When I think more about, like, hey, get out of here.
Right. Now what I did realize though is that the time that they didn't have a lot of time, and then the fact that they had to be in one accord to come up with this. I like that Doc did. Hey, I'm gonna let y'all decide, but we need to. Yeah. But when I'm not gonna lie, just watch it. But I'm gonna just say this. I hope I ain't spoiling for nobody, and I ain't gonna say what it was. But that video, when he saw that video, I was like on board. Like, okay, I'm with y'all with playing now. Like, I see. They didn't win, but I felt him on that. It was like, man, I didn't even think about it like that.
But again, the whole thing of it is, when you're trying to make a statement, or when you're trying to be, when you're military minded, when you're in this mode, nothing screams louder than not showing up in that moment. Right. But for you guys, like, I mean, the warm-ups, I mean, they did nothing, because like we just talked about, y'all still played. And I mean, he's still sitting courtside. I mean, he at the time, he still owned the team. So it was like, I mean, what did we really accomplish in doing these things? So it was a little weak. It was a little weak.
No, it was weak. It was definitely weak what they did. I just think, because remember, they were like, and then we'll move on. But remember, they were like, all right, because they was like, all right, we're gonna play. But then remember, it was kind of like, oh snap! But what we gonna do before the game? Like we got to do something.
Yeah.
And I think that was the rush part. Like they could have done something else.
They could have done something else. I mean,
I'd rather not do anything than.
And that's what I'm saying. Instead of doing that, like again, I mean that was terrible. Like that did nothing.
So
I mean nothing.
And like you said, you talk about Milwaukee. Milwaukee, what they did, they stood up for what was going on outside. How that was whatchamacallit, wasn't it? The dude, brother that had, I can't think of his name now, but cop was on his neck. That was George Floyd, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the George Floyd doing George Floyd, which was great, but you're the players and it's affecting you personally because it's about you. It was made basically like this is your owner.
Who signed the checks?
I'm gonna tell a quick story. Magic, I'm not Magic, but it's about Magic and Jordan. So Craig Hodges came on the show and I asked him, it was right doing all that was going on.
Right.
And I asked him, we just asked him about everything. And he said, so a lot of people don't know this. He was like, but during the, when they got Rodney King and the verdict came out, and I think, was it after the verdict? Yeah, it was after the verdict and how they did with the cops. I mean, how they let the cops free and nobody got convicted in anything. He came out and he said he went to, this is game one. This is about game one. I think game one of the finals between Lakers and Jordan and the Bulls.
Right.
He said he went to Magic and he went to Jordan. Like, look, if we do this boycott and we not walk on the court and we don't show up on the court, do you know what we can do? And he said, I know Jordan was like, nah, I'm good, of course. And, he was like, Jordan didn't want no parts of it, man. He was, he didn't want none. He was ready to play. Magic said he didn't want none either. Like, it was kind of like, nah, we don't want it. He said, but he went to, it was some people that were down, but he went to them and they were like, so it's just like, man, back then you had guys that wanted to do it.
Yeah.
They wanted to do something. The Clippers, they just didn't know how.
They didn't know how to go about it. But the funny part about in those two different times, the news cycle, like if Craig Hodges had done it then, it wouldn't have had the impact.
Right.
So that's how, because during that time, right? I mean, we're in a 24 hour news cycle is rolling. It's going to be broadcast time and time again. You got to think about what Craig Hodges and Jordan them day back then. It got to become a story. They got to cut it up. They got to run it up the ladder.
Right.
Like, instant access news today. A story, break, boom. And like I said, if you done did something crazy, the news cycle in 5 hours, ain't nobody talking about you no more, because now this is the story and it's gonna go on. Right. I don't think the Clippers, like you just said, I don't think the Clippers truly understood, like, hey, we can truly make history. But at the same time, too, a lot of those guys thinking too, because what do you guys think about? Man, my check, my money, da. So you like, yeah. Right. So like you said, last second, well, we'll wear the warmers inside out and we're gonna throw them on the floor. Yeah, okay. Last second, that's what y'all came up with, but we ain't gonna hold
right. You know what else I thought was weak? And I promise you I'm done with this. What up, Marlon? What up? Hey, Michelle. What you know what else I thought was weak? When the award show, and was that after George Floyd too?
Yeah.
When with LeBron, Carmelo.
Yeah. And wait.
I'm gonna tell you what. Only reason why I thought it was because it still was. This is me, and this is me. I mean, I think it was cool that they had the the courage to do what they did. But I was always taught that when you boycott something or you making a stand, you're doing something that goes against policy that's not accepted or that's not wanted, because you're making a stand. Not necessarily that you're breaking the law, but it's something that is like, hold up now, like, people don't want that. It goes out the norm.
Yeah.
So to me, getting up, hey, it was planned. The cameras was rolling. They said, okay, you ready? Go. And then LeBron, hey, we're such and such. And again, this is nothing against them, but I shouldn't say it was, well, we tell the truth, shame the devil. LeBron, hey, such and such, and we think this. And then Carmelo say something, but it was peaceful. When you do something like that and everybody's like, they clap, and then it's like, all right, so next we got Robert Downey Jr. or whoever coming out. It didn't, if they could have done something on the court, something where it was resistant, you know what I'm saying? Where it was like, what are they doing? Because like we talked about last week, LeBron, especially LeBron, has all the power.
All of it.
So that's all I'm saying. But all right, man, we're gonna move on. Speaking of power, some young lady that has power, probably more power than she ever thought she had.
No one woman should have all that power.
But you know what? I ain't even gonna make it about her just yet. I'm gonna play this clip first, and then we're gonna talk about we'll talk about it. Just listen to the lady that's asking the question. Just listen to what she's saying. Just listen to her. That's all I gotta say. Listen.
You may have heard that there's been a little national conversation about this. And
just a little bit?
I just un peu, I guess they would say in Paris. I'm curious, you and I both been around a long time and know the value of growing the game, especially the women's game, and how men over the years couldn't care less about the women's basketball team, the most dominant, right? Greatest team in sports, male, female, any sport around the world. And the opportunity to have that showcase and to have the eyeballs. And of course, we know that Caitlin Clark is bringing unprecedented numbers, TV ratings, et cetera. We all know that. So can you just describe the process with Caitlin Clark and the missed opportunity, at least in my humble opinion, of not having her there to have the world see her the way the United States has obviously been clamoring, and the TV ratings and the attendance records that we're seeing, which could have been duplicated around the world. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Obviously I want today to mostly be on the players that made the team, but there's no avoiding the conversation around who didn't. So I'm happy to address it. I think obviously we know the success that Caitlin had in college, and she's had a tremendous start to the WNBA season so far. And we feel like she's been a part of the USA basketball family, and we certainly hope that she will continue to be a part of that in the future. But essentially it was the committee's job to pick the 12 that based on our selection criteria, and there, as much as you want to maybe make conversation around how we should have considered TV viewership or jersey sales or popularity, that wasn't the purview of the committee to have those discussions. The selection criteria were very clear, made very clear to us. And so eventually, we had to block out some of that outside noise. And it was a hard decision for a lot of players that didn't make the team. And so I feel like, out of respect for the entire pool, I want to make note of the fact that there was a lot of women that committed their time in past Olympics and past World Cups, and enormous amount of camps where they made sacrifices to be there that didn't make this team. And so there was a lot of players that were tough to leave off the team. And I think that's why it was important for our committee to hone in on the criteria that we were given and make this about basketball. And I know a lot of men that pay attention to women's basketball, and I would hope that the journey that this team is about to take and the unprecedented amount of success that they've had is story enough for people to want to follow it and to market it and to pay attention to these extraordinary 12 women that are going to be representing us this summer in Paris.
So, good answer. I was with her. You're right, Marlon. They're trying to win. So did you notice what the fake Jackie Cullum said? She said, and how the USA this was a missed opportunity by the USA. Did she try to sneak? In my humble opinion, no. How you gonna talk about how you gonna ask a question but say it's a miss? Give your opinion as well. That's not how you ask questions, bro. We all were in Zoom making all our faces turned up like what? But they made the team, and just in case you all don't, I'm gonna read off the list of names on this team. So you got hold on. You first got okay. Here we go. We got Diana Taurasi. We got Nafisa Collier, Kalia Copper, Chelsea Gray, Brittany Griner, Sabrina Ionescu, Jewel Lloyd, Kelsey Plum, Brianna Stewart, Alyssa Thomas, Aja Wilson, and Jackie Young. So my question is, Mace, who do you felt like, well, did they get it right? I'll ask you that. Did they get it right with the names?
Of course they got it right. They do. So, because the question I'm asking everybody when they tagging me, I was like, who do you take off? Who do you take off and put Caitlin Clark today? Who do you take off skill-wise? Who do you take off and replace Caitlin, put Caitlin Clark in their place? Nobody on that list. Nobody. And if you do take somebody off that list, let's say, well, Taraza done been to 1 million Olympics. Let's take off. It's still 5 or 6 names, hell, 10 names I'm gonna come up with before I still get the Caitlin Clark. But you know,
so I when you just after you finish your point, I want you to dive into that. Who do you because I want to know which player, because I want to even forget Caitlin at this point. Which player do you think that you would say? I don't want to be wrong to say let's take him off, but I guess we can. But which player that you felt like you was like, okay, I would think she would be on here?
Dejanay, Skylar Diggins.
Mm-hmm.
You could have put Alicia Clark. You could have, dude. But dude,
I thought Enrique. I'm like, why is it? Why
first of all,
Enrique?
that's the first name.
Right. What?
Hello.
What? I don't get it. Why did I?
Hello. The coldest killer in the game right now. Hello. Man,
killer,
please.
dog.
But again, see, this is the problem. And it's twofold. And this is why it's so much confusion. And not really so much confusion, wrong word. This is why the conversations are so bad when talking about the WNBA. And we kind of discussed it last week. So many people are just starting to watch now because Caitlin arrived and Angel arrived.
Right.
They don't understand the way this league works or how this league plays. The WNBA, they have to look at it like they've never had this much attention. And they're fumbling the attention because they're trying to run it the way they've always ran it. But now you're like, dog, you're gonna
stop making sense, Mace.
No, you're gonna turn a profit for the first time this year. Everybody, like say, just look at Indiana. In 5 games, they've already outdrawn their entire 2023 season. So it's like, bruh, we cover the league every night, massive sellouts every night. Dude, the league right now, they don't know what to do.
They don't.
And so it's a twofold problem. Everybody fumbling, but they're learning on the fly. Everybody is learning on the fly. People who are new to watching the W and the WNBA for the first time, they're going to be able to sit in some meetings and say, shit, we turned a profit. Jesus Christ, we ain't in the red. So it's brand new. Like, it's brand new to everybody. People act like this league ain't been around 27 years.
Yeah,
but
man.
it's newfound success,
crazy.
man. I get it. Listen, it's like the ugly duckling. This all this is.
Yep.
Become this beautiful swan, and not this what's going on. The league been like this, but now it's getting the attention that's long overdue, and don't nobody know what to do with it. So
I usually don't do this, but we
do it. Do it.
So
and make sure you talk to them mugs. Talk to mugs.
So I'm gonna use it turn 2 because the mugs on First Take on the 4-letter network. So first of all, shout out to Uncle Shay Shay. That's my guy. As much as Stephen A, shout out to him because with media, as far as how you look out for black reporters and all that, he's going to make sure you get him a question. That's how he does. And he's changed, ESPN's kind of like changed him, but in a sense, he kind of paved the way of what we doing. And when he first started, he gave us the blueprint of we can do this. You know what I'm saying? He put this where we can be debating and yelling, whatever. Anyway, enough of this mushy stuff. So they made 2. They were talking about it, and they had Shanae Agumake, if I can say her name, I don't know how to say her last name if I'm saying it wrong, but Shanae, and they had who was it, the young lady, light skin?
Oh, Carter. Andrea Carter.
Andrea. And they going back and forth. So this is the thing. So the first one was they were talking because they were on marketing. This is Unc and Stephen A. It should be marketing and this and whatever. So Stephen A brought up Michael Jordan. So, I mean, if you think about it, so I want to go back to when the Dream Team, the first person they got was Michael Jordan. You know why? Because they knew everybody was watching. That is wrong, Stephen A. That's not why they went to Michael Jordan at first. They went to Michael Jordan because they knew if they got him to buy in, then Patrick, then Magic,
Bird,
you got
everybody,
Pippen, all
everybody
Bird,
because
they knew Jordan, then Magic, then Bird, all of them was going to join in. That's why they got Jordan. Now, part of it was, David Stern on some Zach Morris type level, like he 10 years ahead, so he knew he knew that the world was gonna be watching it. Yeah, shout out to Zach Morris.
Zach Morris, big ass cell phone.
Right. Oh man, but he knew what that was gonna do as far as and bringing the international players over, and we see this is why Luka. You got 2 of the best right now in the top 3 with Luka and 4 honestly with Giannis, Luka, and Joker, but either or. So, but the main reason was to bring him on, so they knew they would guarantee Magic, and because they were trying to assemble the best team ever. So, if you're going against that, if you're using that as going against your logic,
we got embarrassed in '88. We got embarrassed in '88.
Yeah. So if you're using that, it's going against your logic, right? That's going against you're contradicting yourself. Okay. Then and Shay Shay was all over that, but then he continues, and then Stephen A comes back. So let me tell you, y'all might not be too young. I know y'all sisters too young, but I'm gonna say her name. Isaiah Thomas. Do you know they left Isaiah Thomas out? Which was, some people say it was a travesty that they left Isaiah Thomas out this league. I mean, out the USA Dream Team. Right. And he should have point blank been over Stockton. I love Stockton. So they got it wrong then because they left him. It's the same thing. They left Isaiah Thomas out, and they shouldn't have. This is what they're doing now. No, they're not. Because this is what he said. He said, because Isaiah was deserving to go. Isaiah was deserving to go. Well, if you're using that, Stephen A., then again, you're going against your logic. You're contradicting yourself. Because why is Caitlin Clark deserving to go? What has she done in the league? She ain't even won a championship in college.
She just got here.
She just got here. So she's not deserving.
So much time. In 4 years, she's going to be so much better. She's not ready today.
Right. And that's the thing. And what the lady said, she's like, look, she's not ready. We hope she joins, but we know in 4 years, it's going to be real crazy when everybody tries to join it. But
she's going to be a totally different player in 4 years. The team in 4 years is going to be dope. It's going to be super dope in 4 years. But today, we want to continue our dominance. She would not help our dominance. And Marlon, the only reason Christian Laettner was on that team, they did a favor for damn Coach K. That's the only reason he was on this damn team.
And Marlon, and you know what, too? The fact that they got Kristen. Now, if he would have used that situation and we got it wrong with Kristen, that's basically equivalent to Caitlin. Kristen was the best college player. He might be the best college player to ever play the game.
It's just a nice argument.
His resume. Just so not skill-wise, but his resume.
Yeah.
But they put him in. Christian played 2.35 minutes.
Barely took his warm-up.
The whole time.
Barely took his warm-up. He was just along for the ride, dog. He was along. Dog. He was carrying bags and getting beer. That's what he was doing.
You're right, Candace. Because I won three chips. Yeah, you say chips. You say chips.
And right. She walked in the league a dog. Day one, she walked in the W a dog. She didn't walk in like Caitlin. Caitlin getting her cookies took every week.
Right. And it's and we're not even hating on. That's the thing. We're not even hating on Caitlin. Dude, we're just saying.
We said this how her rookie season was gonna be. Everybody relax. I was just telling a group of high school coaches this on a call the other day. We're in such a rush to make everybody great. We don't let nobody develop.
Exactly.
We don't let nobody develop. I just cussed my cousin out 2 weeks ago. My little cousin is a upcoming junior now in high school. His freshman year, he probably was maybe 125 pounds. Fast forward to his junior season, he up to 165, and he not through growing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling him kind of like, remember when you like, oh my God, he's too small. I'm like, dude, let him develop.
Right.
What he is in the 9th grade is not what he's gonna be when he's a senior. We gotta let people develop. I'm gonna tell y'all an even crazier story. Why my basketball career ended very fast. The class of 91, Chris Webber, Jalen Rose, Grant Hill, all these dogs. So before it was AAU, everybody, it was BC camp. BC All-Star camp. Our 7th grade year at BC, Chris Webber was 6'2". Grant Hill was 6 foot, maybe.
We're talking about again.
So we come back 9th grade year. Chris Webber 6'8". Jalen Rose 6'8". Grant Hill 6'7".
Right.
What we gonna do with that? Coach Dollar, the great Coach Dollar, told me, son, your basketball career is over. You're a better football player anyway. You gotta let them develop, dog. You gotta let them develop. You gotta let them develop.
Right. Yeah. So that's the thing, man. And we rooting for Caitlin. I love her game. You know,
she has been great for. She great for our. Of course, she great for our business.
Yep, it's great. Definitely
She's great for the industry.
But what I'm most disappointed in is the fact that it's not. If it was just about the fans. I'm not even mad at the fans. Those are fans. They gonna do. That's what fans do. That's what make them fans. As much
Fans
as
short for fanatic.
yep, as much as we hate them for that, I still love them for that because they're a fan. But when you have all of these personalities that's on TV or on the radio, whatever, and what it's doing is just showing that exposing you from, in which it makes sense because it's hard to watch WNBA as far as the marketing aspect. You know, there's no marketing aspect, you know, and whatever, so on. So, but and it's like we talked about last week or the week before last, probably the most fundamentally sound league. Not probably, it is in all the sports. All the sports, WNBA is. So, but it's exposing them of not watching the WNBA.
Big time. And that's what, dude. That's why when these folks every day make these posts and tag me, I be like, bruh, don't tag me because you sound crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put me in that foolishness, dog. You've never been to a WNBA game, man. Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have the app, dog. You don't even know how much it costs to get the league pass. It's just $35.
Right.
Y'all spend that when y'all go to the spot.
Right.
3 drinks. Come on.
Right.
Yeah,
What
it's just crazy.
Candace, and it's funny Candace says the ignorance for me. I'm not even gonna blame Stephen A, the Shannons, and all that up because you know who because they got to get fed information. And this is we're not just bashing on the 4-letter network. I'm talking about everyone, but the people that's feeding them the information probably don't watch WNBA.
No,
They're looking up stats, so they can't speak to. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying, and this is why. And y'all listen, I know I'm a jerk. Y'all have made me a jerk. Y'all have made me a jerk because y'all type these long paragraphs and y'all think y'all be so right and y'all be so wrong. Just because you don't type a lot of words, put exclamation points in there and a few emojis, and then put the fire emoji in there too, dog, it don't make your take good, dog. Yeah. You done typed all that, and I ain't gonna read it. I'm just be honest with you. I ain't gonna read it.
Hey, so we're gonna stick here just real quick. We're gonna talk about the Dream. We'll stick with women's basketball. What's going on with the Dream? Because at home they can't. It just seems like they're not. Yeah, they're not focused, or I ain't gonna say they're not focused. They're just not executing. And I like the fact that coach came out and said, "Hey, this is on me. I don't know. We're relating to him, whatever. It's just not. It's on me."
Dude,
but
total disconnect on this team. Total disconnect. You know, you was over in the you was over in the winners' locker room last night, so you couldn't really feel it. The video didn't give it enough. But listen, something is definitely going on with this team. If you I just watched Coach body language. Mm-hmm. The first time out she called in that third quarter, dude, she wanted to throw that clipboard. Because and she said it and she keeps saying it. I'm telling them this. They're doing that.
Right.
Well, coach, guess what? Yeah, that's your fault. Sit they butts down.
Right.
Put they butts down. Like, so she did, for the first time, she didn't protect Ryan last night. Home team asked the question.
You know, he asked about
Ryan act like she ain't understand the question. Coach say, no.
She didn't answer it. Right.
Yeah. What? No. He's asking you, why aren't you taking? Basically, what she say, you supposed to be the star. You not doing star stuff.
Wait, Coach said this? I didn't see this.
Bro, yes.
Oh.
Home team asked Ryan about her shot selection.
Right. I heard it. I knew it was him too.
No. Coach say, no. That's not what he asked. Like I say, so basically she was like, why aren't you shooting the ball? That's what she basically said. Coach like, yeah, Ryan, why you not shooting the ball? You got the green light. Why you not shooting?
So what did Ryan say?
Ryan said, well, you know, I have to pick my spots. And girl, get out of here, girl. Get out of here. Ryan, not a star. She's our most skilled. So When I'm telling y'all, when me and Rashad and whoever up there arguing about Ryan is our most skilled player.
Yeah.
She is not our best player. She's not. She doesn't give us the effort that we need from a first overall pick.
Mhm.
She's in year 3. She could easily average 20 points a game, but she out here scoring 9. She's scoring 7. She had 14 last night, but it was the quietest 14 I've ever seen in my life.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'll end it with this. I guarantee you, when she come back from the Olympics, y'all gonna be like, okay, we need to sit Ryan down because she's shooting too much. She got too much energy. I don't know if you ever watched
But
the
she shouldn't even go to the Olympics. Like she on our 3-on-3 team.
But no, you're right. But when I say she's gonna come back different, I don't know if you've seen it. I got to see it when I covered the Final Four. So they did an exhibition with the 3-on-3 with the man's 3-on-3.
Yeah,
Bruh. If I was coach, she can't go. When I say it's no regular 3-on-3 where you pass the ball, you score, then y'all go back. All right, ref give you the ball, and you like, no. As soon as you score, you run back. I mean, dog, it's non-stop. I was tired watching them. Like, yo, how are they doing this? This is not right. They shouldn't be. So she's gonna. I bet you she changed after that.
She don't have that dog in the dog. She don't have that dog. She not a killer. She is not a killer. And when you got that type skill that she got,
right,
and you just sitting on it, bro, listen, she gonna be the type player who's gonna float around this league, and people gonna be like, when is the light gonna come on?
Mm-hmm.
When is the light gonna come on? Dude, like, she don't even scare nobody.
Mm-hmm.
She don't scare nobody.
But her like you said, her skill set could.
Now she got a sick skill set, but she don't use it.
Chill.
Crazy, dog. Crazy.
All right, man. Look, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna be back to we gotta get into the NBA Finals, man. So
let's do it.
We'll be right back. Who was it that y'all just signed from Green Bay? Was it
in 2012?
The quarterback.
Oh, Matt Flynn.
Y'all got Flynn. And then all of a sudden in preseason, like, when did y'all know? Was it y'all that was like, coach, put Russ in? Or when did that come
First
about?
of all, I knew in free agency, I'm like, why are we signing Matt Flynn? Like, come on,
Matt Flynn got some chips too.
Got paid. What the hell Anyway, I ain't trying to my man's pockets, but we knew in OTAs when Russ came on the scene. Russ was energetic. Hey guys, come on, let's go Hawks! And we knew when he first came on the scene, like, that's our guy, that's our quarterback. We want him. The team, Russ did his thing, but the team made that decision.
Right.
Okay. We rocking with this dude. We ain't rocking with Matt Flynn. Anytime Matt Flynn throw a pass, it's a 2-yard check down. Nah, we rocking with 3. And he did his thing there for 10 years. Yeah. 10 years. And,
how was Matt Flynn walking around though?
Yeah.
He paid. He ain't tripping. His check's clearing.
I tell people that all the time.
He was cool.
Them dudes don't care.
Did not care. You know how you get benched, you put your hit.
Yeah.
Hey, first and the 15th. Yeah, we good. We
What
good.
I tell everybody, I'm like, y'all, this not high school.
No.
When the dude get benched, he not like, man. He like, bro.
Now see, I got benched in training camp, contract year. If I don't make opening day roster, my salary not guaranteed.
Right.
So when I got benched, I'm like, KJ, don't say nothing. Keep
Right.
your mouth shut. Don't stir up no trouble.
Right.
You need to be on that national anthem when we play the Falcons. As long as you make that national anthem, your check is guaranteed the whole year.
We good.
We cool. And then I'll be good after that.
It's your boy Boost, and y'all keep it locked in. You got me on the 3-point conversion radio. Let's go.
Oh man, good stuff, bro. Oh,
Hey man, can't be counting pockets out here in these streets, y'all. I keep trying to tell y'all, man.
You do it.
And
Hey,
counting
man.
pockets, man.
Hey, so Dallas, we got Dallas Boston game 3 in Dallas. First off, Kristaps Porzingis, he's not playing.
Human injury report, guys.
Like as we say, Doc will say, shout out to Doc. Doc on vacation this week, but
Shout out
from the
to
show.
Doc.
But as Doc was, we all say, "This can't get right." That's what he is, dog. He can't get right. So, how much does this affect Boston? Now the fact that Porzingis, because honestly, Drew was the guy in game 2. But if you're just
crazy,
and even Brown, Jalen's been like, you say he's the MVP, been the MVP so far. But if I could argue that, it would be Porzingis. Just his defense and like I would have never thought we've been talking about both sides of the court for Porzingis, but it lets you know he wants this. But now that he's not there, like how bad does this affect him, man?
So again, they've played 35 games without him. So I don't think it's a huge adjustment. He gave them an extra punch that they didn't have. Him coming in the way he scored in game 1, just his presence is just something that Dallas really had no answer for. He was like this extra. I already got Tatum and Brown. Then you add this this gadget, and you like, damn. And it made the rotations better. It gave Derek White a little more room to shoot. It gave Horford. I mean, they were able to do so much, but again, it's not gonna really affect them that much because they played 35 games without him. For Dallas, I mean, they get to breathe a sigh of relief because it's like, okay, we got to worry about that. Dallas need the Kyrie from the Western Conference Final to show up. He need to come in the building. Those role players who had such a great series in defending Ant-Man and just everything, PJ Watt, all those guys, the stuff that they did, they didn't bring that to the NBA Finals. So the hope is on their home floor, laying in their bed, being able to drive their own whips to the game. I had to get on the bus, and maybe that's going to re-energize them because they need this game 3. This must win, because if they don't win tonight, it's just going to be tough. And I know Kyrie said, hey, he told the fan, I see y'all back here. Yeah, okay. Well, if you going to be going back to Logan International in Boston, Playboy, you need to find your game in fast, Kyrie, fast.
I think it's going to affect Boston, not necessarily as far as like you said, 30, because they had 35 games without him, but affect them in the sense of that was the catalyst or the thing that was helping them win, because Dallas didn't know how to contend with that.
Nah.
Okay, we didn't see this. We didn't know him blocking shots and him being in the way, and then the fact that on offense, I don't care who you switch on him, he's going to be able to get the shot. Now they don't have to deal with that. So now it goes back to, okay, if Tatum is not playing well, if he doesn't play well again, now we can go ahead. We can let Brown score. Let's stop everyone else. Now it's not that much rotation like it was when Kristaps was there, because you had to double him.
Right.
You had to double him. So I think that's where it's going to hurt Boston the most is, the fact that now Dallas they'll be playing more relaxed. I don't think we hope. You're right. We hope. I don't think they were ready. I don't think they were ready for. Basically, even comments and all the smoke, right? But I don't think they were ready for what happened with Porzingis. They didn't expect that. None of us did, and I think that kind of messed them up. Now, with the adjustments, this is what I say. Like you said, of course, Kyrie. I mean, he just has to play well. That's it, for him. But I think now that Porzingis is not playing, I still believe with this type of series, you have to try and get Tim Hardaway Jr. going. One thing about Tim Hardaway Jr. that's different from anybody else that plays is the fact that when Tim Hardaway gets hot, you have like John Starks. John Starks get hot in the game, he gonna hit 6-7 in a row, right?
Yeah, boy.
Then the next game, he'll go 3 for 18. Literally. They cost him a game. But then or the series. But then you have other players that do that. They'd be hot one game, the whole game, then the second game. They might not be cold, but they'll be like, back to normal, whatever. When Tim Hardaway gets hot, this joker's hot for like 12 games in a row. Like he like his father. Like when I got my, pause, but I got my stroke. I'm shooting. It's gonna be like that from the next 8 or 9 years. I'll go through the streak of playing well. So you have to get him going. Put him in the game, man. He can play. Sneak him in. If the game is close, sneak him in. Luka's scoring too, but just don't put him in with Luka if you're talking about defense, because Luka's defense is, oh my God. But I think, it's the Olay defense. But I think the rotation, as far as defensively, when they're rotating, trying to, they got to be more, because Lobby killing me, man. Like, I'm not even a Dallas fan, but I'm about to throw some at the TV because they'll make a double. You'll see Brown or Drew sneaking behind the basket, and they don't even see him. He wide open under the basket. Like, dog, pay attention. Come on, man. Like, I know these jokers ain't from the hood.
That little open Olay reach defense he be doing.
Bruh. Look, I know Lob is not from the hood, whatever. The reason why I say that, because their awareness is horrible. When you from I hate to break off this, but dog, when you live in the hood or you live in one of them, where you gotta watch yourself, dog, your awareness is top shelf. I know when somebody behind me and don't even see it, but I can feel their presence. Yo, what? I'm like that at the house, wherever I am. You know what I'm saying? Somebody come, hey, dog, you better whistle or something when you come behind me, because, dog, you about to, that's just my mentality. But that's why I said they don't have none of that. You know what I'm saying? They wide open under the basket every time. So I think that you got to, the awareness got to be better. Like you said, because they're sleeping at home. Believe it or not, this is not the old school. Back in the day, it was like that. Pat Riley, hey, no women. You know what I'm saying? That heighten your awareness and you play better. These days, and I hate to say this, but they need weed and they need their ladies. They play better. That's just how they. It's a different time right now. It's a different time. They had that. They good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, but maybe that's it. But yeah, so I will say this though, Mace. Your boy, he's saying no haircut. We'll see if we get a haircut today. But Mazzulla, he made some adjustments, dog. Because if you notice the way they're playing Kyrie, watch how they play Kyrie. When Kyrie has the ball, he'll dribble, they with him. And when Kyrie turns around, like he backs him up, and it's something they seen in film, because every time he does that, they knock that ball away.
Yeah.
Every time he's done it. I don't care if it's Tatum, Drew, Pritchard, little small Pritchard, Jalen, they always knock that ball away every time.
Yeah.
Every time he backs him up, that first dribble, they knock it away. I'm like, they've seen something on film that
something they saw, and they jumping it. They definitely jumping it. But I think too, it's that because he kind of when he kind of go to that move, he kind of lay the ball out there, and he kind of howed the dribble on that little move there.
Yep.
And they Coach Mo told, hey, poke it in. Don't let it get back to his hand where he can, start doing that stuff. So they as soon as he bring it up, they already poking at it. Man,
I've noticed that.
And the fact that Kyrie, listen, last series we were like, hey, a lot of prisoners of the moment. Oh, Kyrie done arrived. Kyrie finna get that one he need without LeBron to cement his legacy. I mean, it was all that talk, and he down 0-2. He needs to show up today.
Yeah, he has to. But again, it's game 3. Dallas back at home. All they need is a win right now to put them back right where they need to be.
One win. They didn't. You got to win one at a time. Got to win one at a time.
Right.
Got to start tonight.
Yeah, they got to start tonight. Hey man, I want to enter into what we like to call what's on my mind, and this is where we get to we get a few minutes, to 5 minutes where it's uninterrupted. We get to talk, say what's on our mind, speak on it. It could be something that we don't like, we don't understand, funny, make us mad. We just something we just get some stuff off our chest. I'm gonna go first, bro.
Go ahead, player. Go ahead.
And you know what, Mace? I'm gonna do this, bro, because I need this. I need some mute because I need to get in this. Whatchamacallit, dog. I need to. I'm gonna play. We're gonna get into this. I'm gonna just do this, but I need some music to get me in that mode, dog. So, all right. Anyway, so this is something that I've been wondering. Everything that's been going on with WNBA, right? The hate, and it's back and forth. I mean, on our page, I've had to delete something, dog. You can't say that. I'm talking about whether it's for Caitlin or it's for Angel or what. I'm like, dog, we can't. Nah, we can't. I can't leave this on here. So, but this is what I gotta say, dog. So, what if, God forbid, something happens that's bad? But let's just say, what if WNBA decides to say, you know what, we're gonna stick up for someone outside of WNBA. Something happened where, let's say, where the lady's black man, black lady. And so, WNBA is great about that, right? They're great about standing up, unity, standing as one. Let's say something arises, where a situation arises where ladies stand up for a young black lady or black man for that matter, black lady. We'll say black man because, they don't like black man. So, and black men got treated unfairly, whatever. And they protest. And Caitlin Clark protests with the WNBA. I wonder how they will respond. All her fans. Will they stop hating Clark? Will it bring them over? I really wonder what would happen. Will we hear anything about it? Will they get silent after that?
They're not gonna get silent. They definitely not gonna get silent.
Because sometimes they'll get silent. You'll have fans, they'll get silent. And that's any fans of anybody. If the person the athlete you're rooting for does something that kind of goes against what you've been talking about or preaching about, you just say nothing. Like LeBron fans, when he doesn't playing well, they say nothing. Like I said, with what was the last thing that we had, like black and white? What was that? What was the last thing we had with like athlete?
I mean, what? Probably Kaepernick.
Somebody else. What? No. Kaepernick. I'm thinking of Trump. My bad. Not athlete. Trump. You know how they were with Trump.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But they were loud with Trump, his fans. But I'm just saying, but what if Caitlin was like, you know what? She protests with the WNBA, and there was protest for a young black man being treated wrong. And what if she says she's not with Trump? I just wonder, how would that go? What would that cause? Again, will they go against her? Will she bring them over? Say, you know what? You'll have some young people to say, we're with Caitlin. I'm with you, Caitlin. That's how much they love her. Or would they just be quiet? I don't know, man. That's on my mind. I just want to know. I just thought about that one day. I was like, today, I was like, that'd be interesting. I don't know. But that's what's on my mind.
That's food for thought.
That's food for thought.
that's food for thought. Yeah.
Go ahead, bro. What you got on your mind?
Man, so the NFL, as much as we love the NFL and this is as crazy as fanatical that we are about the NFL, these reports of they're abusing practice and they've been reported teams losing OTA days. The players in NFL players today, they want more money. They want less practice time. And they wonder why we have injuries. They wonder why guys get get hurt. They wonder why when they're out the league in 2 to 3 years, they're wondering why, why I'm not being taken care of, why this, why that, why that. They collectively bargain all of the wrong things. And they're never looking at the long game. They're never looking at the big picture. And then once it affects them, that's when they're like, oh. Of course, we just saw what happened with the Detroit Lions. Now, it's tight-knit as that team seems to be, and they march to the beat of Coach Dan Campbell's drum. Somebody in that building went and reported that they practicing a little too hard. And so if I'm Dan Campbell, I'm sitting around looking like, okay, we fashion ourselves on being tough, fast, physical, all these things. We're a real football team. We're doing a little extra, and somebody reports us. We lose OTA days. By the time they get to training camp, Dan Campbell gonna be looking at these guys real sideways. Jim Harbaugh is gonna be looking at guys in his locker room real sideways. Now, we're worried about player safety and all of these things. But at some point, these guys will have to understand you're going to have to get back to really playing football. All of the best teams in the NFL, 49ers, Kansas City, they still practice old school football. They're in pads every day. They make contact every day. Andy Reid not having these walkthroughs. And if you talk to those guys, we were just at the Super Bowl. And they all talked about, no, we practice physical. Other NFL teams, take notice. It's not what you do in September. It's when you grind in December and January that decides, is your team going to make a Super Bowl run? I don't think they understand that, Raphael. I don't think they understand that. So players, while y'all fighting for less practice time and more time away from the game, just understand this. The more you're away from the game, it seems as though the more injuries and the more you guys get in trouble. This is what I'm thinking.
Hey, I always say this. If you watch the preseason, about 2 teams that played throughout preseason, maybe 3. Kansas City played it. They'll play Mahomes. They'll play the starters. They old school with it. The first game, they'll play like a quarter. Second game, depending on what they do offensively for the offense, if they don't score that first, the first 2, y'all stand in there till almost halftime. Third game, they'll play a series, and that's it. But while everybody else resting their players, they're not playing, they're chilling. Well, who's always at the end? Not just because they got good players. That's why they're able to endure them tough games later in the season. 49 is the same way.
Their mentality.
It's their mentality. It's their mentality, bro.
My dad used to always say, to play football, you got to do football stuff every day. Yep. And a lot of teams don't. We out here 7-on-7, and it's trickle down. These kids get hurt. High school, the kid. The less time you practice, and again, I can tell you, Georgia practice. Mm-hmm. Herbie them hit. Mm-hmm. Ain't no thud up top. No, they hitting. Nick Saban, Alabama, they hit. They got pads on every day. Mm-hmm. I know they'll walk through stuff, but I mean, hey, what we know, man. What we know.
Hey, man.
What we know.
Stop the music for this, man. Shout out to Pops, bro. Pops, you didn't tell me some gems that Pops said, especially, well, you told me he said they be at the free throw line. That's free money.
Hey, they free.
They free. Yeah, but they free. Oh, all right, man. We're about to take a quick break, man, and we'll be right back.
Hey, what up, what up? This is Chauncey Billups, and y'all listening to 3 Point Conversion. Peace.
All right, bro. So, I don't know if you have one, Maceo, but it is now time for the most infamous, the most famous Stop It segment. Let's get it. So, I gotta quick stop it, bro. My stop it goes to Stephen A. Smith. He said he's not watching Bad Boys Ride or Die and until Will Smith addresses the community, the black community. He owes the black community an explanation about what he did to Chris Rock.
Stop it.
Stop it. I'm gonna tell you why he's getting to stop it. Bruh, every quarter you have something that you need to address us with. Why you made a statement or said something, you don't. You try to go on your show, but you've said something. The Jerry Jones, what was the one? The Kaepernicks, the way you treat Kyrie, bruh. Please, come on, Stephen A. I don't want to pick on you, dog, because you my dog. You getting to stop it, bruh. For what? You had audacity to you?
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop
yeah.
it.
You know what it is? You know what it is? He's trying to get them. He's trying to get us off. Trying to get the attention off of him. The point towards oh yeah, Will. He needs to say something black. Nah, dog. It's still you. Still you. Every quarter, you right on time. Oh, he about to say something that's gonna get us all upset all the time. So that's my stop it.
I hate to get this stop it out because he's one of my favorite players and he plays for my favorite NFL team. Michael Parsons. Stop it.
Stop it.
It's no way, Michael Parsons, that you could play an entire MLB season and bat 200. And listen, 200 is an awful average.
Right, but still.
I'm willing to bet Michael Parsons you cannot hit a baseball. I'm willing to bet that Michael Parsons. Now, that's comedy, Michael Parsons. Stop it, Michael Parsons.
Stop
it.
Stop it.
Bro, when I heard him say that, I'm like, what in the world? And who was with him? It was
Him and CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud looking like, bruh, you can't. Hey, where's CJ Stroud getting all this? Was it after he took who did he take home?
Oh,
Was that Nicole Murphy?
Amber Rose.
Amber, was that like ever since he took her home? I ain't saying nothing.
Yep.
You joking been cussing? I done heard him cuss.
We'll see how it affect him when the season starts.
I'm like, all right, dog. Ever since you took Amber Rose home, dog, you've been a different dude.
Wow.
I mean, we like it. You cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, not you weren't cool before, but
You've been wilding.
you've been wild. Right.
No wild. Yeah, you've been wild.
Anyway, let's move on. Speaking of CJ Stroud, man. And you know, we talking Parsons, talking football. I want to start with the Falcons. Well, first of all, what we heard with Bijan came out last week. It might have been Friday, so I think might have been Friday, but he came out and said that the Falcons are looking. They said they're going to use him as a Christian McCaffrey, like they use Christian McCaffrey 49ers, which to a Falcons fan, it's like, oh, great, we should. He got all the time. And the way we used him last year, you know, I understand that. Then Raheem Morris echoed the sentiments, came in and said, yeah, he's right. I mean, anytime you got somebody like a Bijan, his athleticism and his talent, you want to use him as much as you can. Right. My question, though, Maceo, is, or my statement is, that's good and you should, but will it work like the 49ers? Because the question is, do you have the talent like the 49ers? This is the question. Will he be used? Well, okay, you're going to use Mike McCaffrey, but will the results be like the 49ers, how they use McCaffrey? Or will it be like the Carolina Panthers, how they use McCaffrey?
Yeah.
Both of them use them the same way.
Yeah. Because the first question I had when I heard that, are you going to block like the 49ers?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, do you have the talent like the 49ers? Like I said,
is it Trent Williams out there?
Right.
No, I ain't seen him.
Right, because we saw Carolina. He had great seasons.
Yeah,
but they use them. But when you don't have the talent, and I'm not saying they don't, but I'll ask you. I'll defer to you.
It sounds good. It sounds good. I mean, it sounds good in theory. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that you want to do. Can you execute it? And when you say you're going to use them like the 49ers use McCaffrey, again, I'm asking, can you get it blocked up front?
Right.
You know, it's some things. I mean, is Purdy's and Kirk Cousins style similar? No, I think right now Purdy is a tad bit more athletic. I mean, Purdy can pull the ball down. He don't want to, but he can pull the ball down. He can run it. Kirk Cousins ain't running.
No.
Kirk Cousins ain't running nowhere.
No.
Can Greg Robinson in this new scheme that they're about to do in Atlanta, can he scheme up multiple guys open? Because that's the thing that the 49ers do better than anybody.
Yeah.
They scheme multiple guys open. And when they have a play, when they have a concept, I mean, it's always 2 to 3 guys like open. I think about the touchdown McCaffrey scored in the Super Bowl. They did the throwback with Juwan Jennings threw the ball back to McCaffrey.
Right.
Dude, Debo was open on that play. Another receipt, what's tight end name?
Not Olsen. Kittle.
Kittle was open, but I mean, of course, he just threw it back to McCaffrey. Can Greg Robinson scheme up those type plays multiple times this season for Bijan? I mean, my question, like I say, I gotta see how they're gonna block it up front. Because if you can't block it up front, I mean, I don't care if Steve Young and Jerry Rice were out wide. You ain't getting it done if we can't block it up front. So I mean, I'm gonna give them the wait and see approach on that. It sounds good. I
Sound
mean,
good. I mean, and
this
it's the right thing to do.
right.
You want and Morris did say that. He was like, yes, you want to, but it's not just about that. It's everything else has to work. We got to get the other guys working. That's because, like you said, you got Jennings, you got Debo, you got Ayuk,
Yeah.
then you have Kittle, then you have a monster offensive line.
Yeah.
It works. You got a quarterback that don't make mistakes. So now you can't hone in just on McCaffrey. As great as he is,
Yeah.
you gotta watch. You gotta worry about Debo. When Debo coming around that on when he's coming in motion,
And around and all that stuff.
you gotta worry about all of that.
It's a great hey, sell them Wolf tickets now.
Yeah.
Give the fans reason to spend money on them PSLs. Everybody who done reneged on them PSLs, make it real for them.
Right. No, you're right. You're right.
Make it real for them because listen. You spent $100 million on Kirk Cousins and you bought Mooney and you picked up the 5th-year option on Pitts. They want to see hey, this thing need to work because you got a 2-year wonder well before you turn the reins over to Michael Penix.
Yep. No, you're right.
If you get $100 million worth out of this group, so we gonna see.
We gonna see. Hey,
we gonna see.
Let me ask you this. So, all right, we about to have some fun, y'all. So, in this league, I think the wide receiver group in the NFL is great. I mean, first of all, the way the league is going makes it that much more. Because it's a passing league, of course, but still, the talent still can't dismiss the talent. We're just the top-notch wide receivers. You have CeeDee Lamb, you have a Chase, you have a Justin Jefferson, you got Tyreek Hill, you got Devontae Adams, and I might be leaving another one out. But you have all of this talent right now in the league. Mace. We're not talking stats.
Right.
Because schemes and who you play with and coaches, all of that matters in stats.
Yeah.
It does. But just the eye test.
Yeah.
We're not even talking stardom or just the eye test.
Yeah.
And skill set.
Yeah.
And not just what they could do, what they've done.
Yeah.
And not stat wise. I'm just talking about, like I said, you've seen the skill set. You've seen them use the skill set. Who is the top wide receiver in the game?
So I'm always saying this. This guy is probably the most complete when we talk about route running, ability to get open, can just make a play at any time, any moment in the game. His versatility, to me, always wide receiver 1. Best wide receiver in NFL today and going into 2024, Jamar Chase.
Oh,
without a doubt. Without a doubt. Just look at what he does as a wide receiver. Okay. Route running. You're going to be hard pressed to find somebody who run better routes. His ability to break tackles. He's one of the few guys who can catch that hitch.
Mm-hmm.
And he going and his body type. I don't think people realize how big Jamar is. Jamar, he looked like a running back. Like he's a taller version of Steve Smith. But his toughness, he catches probably more passes in traffic and that 50-50 ball where he just out jump guys that are taller than him. His body position the way he bodies people, and by the way, they give him the ball on running plays. They run that jet sweep with him. They kind of line him up at tailback and pitch him the ball, run sweeps with him. To me, for my money, Jamar Chase is the best wide receiver in football, and his contract in a few days, weeks, or whatever is going to like just be the icing on the cake. He is that guy that you just look at and you like, he 5'2". He do it all. Block, run, catch, run after the catch, traffic. He get in the end zone more than a lot of these guys. Give me Jamar Chase, dog. Give me Jamar Chase. Give me Jamar.
My wide receiver, number 1 in the league. And what everything you said he can do. I think Jamar might. I know Jamar has him in this category as far as if you do a wide receiver screen or just he's going to take it to the house quicker than my guy. But everything else, he's a better route runner. His get off at the line is unstoppable. Big time, big game, but not just big game, big catches. I don't care who you put him with. Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams. His, first of all, to get off the line, the break, to get off.
Yeah.
It's nobody better than him at that.
No, it's not. It's not.
But then he had the speed. He got the big frame.
Yeah.
He made the tough catches. He's always open. And he never disappears. But
in Oakland, in Las Vegas, he done kind of disappeared.
Well,
it ain't his fault. Ain't his fault.
Yeah, right.
Ain't his fault.
But in the sense of when he's disappearing, he really doesn't. And I mean disappear like, because if you got a bad, you know this dude is not good. You know, the quarterback.
Yeah, you're only good as your quarterback. Now, you're only as good as your quarterback.
Even with the quarterbacks he's had, he's balled out and he had top numbers still.
Yeah.
He still get production.
Respectable numbers. Not the numbers we're used to, but again,
right.
He
But
don't
still
have the quarterback that he used to have.
But they're still like, okay, respectable. You know what I'm saying? It's him. Like I said, the only thing Jamar has over him is the take it to the house. I agree with that. You're right. Jamar Chase is number 1 without a doubt.
You know the only problem I have with Devontae,
okay,
and he kind of even laughs at this sometime too. He's not a willing blocker.
No, he's not.
He's not a willing block. And listen, I understand that part of it because probably, I mean, they don't ask him to do that.
He'll do it when he'll do it if the game matters or if it's
he know how to get in the way. Like he does a great job of getting in the way. Like he just you're not gonna ever see him just go and him locked up on somebody.
Right.
And after the play, he gonna run you off. He gonna kind of get in your way. And so for me, because I had a run where I think Devontae was like my top receiver, like 3 to 4 years running.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he decided to take the money and go to Las Vegas, I knew then that we weren't going to see the Devontae that we had been accustomed to seeing because, one, he going to be playing with sorry-ass Derek Carr. And Derek Carr sucks. I don't care if that's his homeboy. Derek Carr sucks. I knew he wanted to get back to the West Coast. And it's kind of and I hate this. I totally hate this because we are a what have you done for me lately society. Just that fast, people don't talk about him in the top 5 no more.
Right, I know.
That bothers me.
But even the crazy thing was the year with Derek Carr, he had an amazing year.
But he didn't get that end zone. He ain't getting
No,
it.
the first year I think he had like, yeah, he got in the end zone the first year. I think he almost made it.
No. Because
I
I had
gotta
him on
look it up.
fantasy. Because I had him on my fantasy. He cost me my damn fantasy. Cost
The
me
first
my
year?
damn fantasy. Yeah. Look at his numbers.
The first year in Oakland?
In Las Vegas. Look at his numbers.
Las Vegas, I mean. No, he had 14 TDs. He had 1,500 yards. He balled
You know
out.
what? I apologize. Last year he killed me.
Last year, yeah, he only had 8 TDs, and yeah.
He killed me last year.
Right.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
that first year, I was gonna say that first year in Oakland, I'm looking. That's what made me like, yo, he's the best.
Yeah.
He went from Rodgers to whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
And he had big game after big game. It was like
I was thinking about last year when I lost my fantasy. Because he went from
that was who was the quarterback?
Aiden, whatever, but O'Connell.
Yeah. O'Connell. Yeah. That was.
He went from Jimmy G to damn O'Connell.
And the crazy thing, he had 8 touchdowns and 1,100 yards still.
Yeah.
But you're right. Now, this is my thing with Chase. Chase will have a monster game. And then the next game, he'll play somebody that's tough. And sometimes he may have to be tough. He will be quiet. He'll have 2 catches for 19 yards, and that's it. And it's like, bro, you just had 9 catches for 180 some yards and 3 touchdowns.
But that's because his dumbass coach just lined him up at X. Keep him at X. And just like, hey, everybody, Jamal over here, I can double him. When everybody else moved that guy around, Jamal just lined up out at X, and he was vocal about it about midway through the season. Then his dumb coach, who is very dumb, by the way, y'all. I hate Cincinnati coach. All of a sudden, he's like, well, hey, yeah, let me motion him a little bit. And now he going crazy again. You can't leave your guy out there. Nobody does that. Nobody. But that dummy in Cincinnati. Makes no sense.
What do you think about CeeDee Lamb? Where do you think? So, answer that then, because now I want to rank the wide receivers.
So to me, CD is a number machine.
Mm-hmm.
Catches, yards, touchdowns. He was all pro this year.
He broke out. Yeah.
CD is a product of the offense moves him around.
Right.
He's never in the same space. We've seen when they've tried to hit that first year where they moved on from Amari and CD became the primary guy. They figured out we just can't line him up there at X. See, you could just leave Amari Cooper at X because wasn't nobody seeing him at the line of scrimmage. Amari Cooper release game and route running is super elite.
Yes.
CD got some of that with him, but he struggled just being outside. So that was like, okay, motion him inside. A lot of CD catches, if you look at a lot of CD catches, they're all like in the middle of the field on that over route in the seam. You never see him just work that mean out route or like the comebacks that you see the most outside receivers run. Justin Jefferson, I mean, he make a living running a damn comeback. I mean, like living. All CD over route, dig, post. It's all in the middle of the field. It's all in the damn quarterback face. So, I mean, CD for me, CD is like kind of outside the top 5. You know, like I say, he got elite numbers.
But
his numbers are a product of hell. All he doing is running in Dak face. I mean, Dak ain't got to wait to get him the ball outside. He open now.
Yeah, because you just don't make a jump like that in year 4. Because it wasn't like, wait, they didn't have a new scheme this year, did they?
No, just
Yeah,
Mike
so it
McCarthy.
wasn't.
He took over the play caller, but he did so much. He moved CD around because Goofy boy, left hand guy from Boise State, drawing the blank. Offense coordinator, he and
Kellen.
Kellen Moore. Kellen
Yeah.
Moore. Kellen Moore was like, hey, take Amari out, just put CD at X. Nah, that didn't work out. Move him around. That's what Mike McCarthy did. But for me, CD, I mean, I would have him right outside the top 5. He top 10. He's top 10 receiver, but he not, for me, he not top 5. Not top 5.
Okay, so
and I got on my CD Lamb shirt today.
Right. It was hard. Like I said, I mean, I love JJ. JJ getting the stats. JJ is dope. Yeah, he did that guy. But nah, I don't. Not number one. Not yet. You know, stats. Of course, people are. Oh, you crazy? Yeah, he's gonna get stats, but you can't like. So Randy Moss is always gonna be a fan favorite. People have Randy Moss. And honestly, I didn't realize how great Randy Moss was, but people have Randy Moss the second best wide receiver that's ever played. I can't say that.
Yeah,
I can't say that. And
so I'm always saying he's the best deep threat,
right?
We ever saw. Best deep threat we ever saw.
Not best wide receiver. I mean, I got T.O. over him better than him.
I do too.
I mean, I got, you know, I still don't think Chris Carter gets enough credit. No, they didn't forget about Chris Carter. I don't know why they.
He wasn't flashy. He wasn't flashy. He wasn't flashy. See, and see, that's the thing about wide receiver. You get so much of the flash that a lot of times you kind of miss like solid, like so. One of my favorite receivers ever that don't get nowhere near enough credit is Jimmy Smith, who played for Jacksonville Jaguars.
The beast.
At any corner that played in his era will tell you Jimmy Smith was a product. He was big, he was fast. He could every route. He was a touchdown machine, but he wasn't flashy.
Right.
He didn't score touchdown and give you a dance, and you know, and see, people love Chad Johnson because of the antics.
Right.
He was flashy. So Chad comes up. Chad was a very good receiver.
Yeah.
Outstanding receiver, even. Great route run, all those things, but it was more his flash.
That got people.
You can name a lot of receivers that were better than Chad.
Mm-hmm.
But it's his flash that kind of.
Yeah, you're right.
I remember the celebrations, all that. So it's so many guys that don't get the credit they deserve because, again, they just want flashy. Justin, Jamar, the gritty. I mean, that's what
they flash. Yeah,
it's the flash of them.
Right.
They always Devontae not flashy.
No.
The only thing flashy about Devontae is cleats. Like his cleat game is super fly.
Yeah, cleats and his locks. Yeah.
Yeah, but Devontae's gonna touchdown. He throw the ball to the rough. He's not no dang. He can score an 80-yard touchdown. He's just gonna run through the end zone.
So imagine how it was for me being a Bears fan. And I could never say anything about this dude. He used to get on my nerves, but I'm just like, this guy he that dude. But I couldn't root for him. But I'm just like, when he left Green Bay, I'm like, okay, now I could like, yo, Devontae is the best wide receiver. I can't say that when he was the Green Bay Packers. But Tyreek, here's the thing about Tyreek. I used to think Tyreek was, at first, I thought he was this gadget. He's just fast. Tyreek gonna go up and get every catch. He'd jump up. He's one of them receivers that can run routes. Like, to me, Antonio Brown was the best at this. running routes full speed
And
still
snapping
being
it off.
able to snap it off and playing like I'm like, how does he do that? Like people don't understand how hard that is. Because wide receivers don't run full speed. You don't, and I'm pretty sure you can answer this for me. I don't know 100%, but you all weren't taught to run full speed and wide receiver, right? At a breaking point, you go, at a certain point, you might
you pick and choose. You pick and choose it. Yeah.
But Antonio Brown, let's get back to Tyreek Hill. He does that. Even if he not running full speed, his relaxed running
his
is already like
faster. So
yeah.
his 80% is your 100%.
Right.
So
right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he don't have to do that.
Right.
Because even when he jogging, he fast. Like
right.
He's 70,
right.
He's fast.
Yeah,
you still gotta get out and you gotta respect his speed. But Tyreek has made himself
exactly
a very good receiver. Like, so for me, I probably got Tyreek like at number 2. Because to me, he's the most dangerous.
Because he can't be stopped. Yeah.
Dangerous. Because he hit a home run at any time.
Yep.
And there's nothing you can do about it. Who catching him? Nobody.
And the good thing I like about him is he's running every route. Now he's starting to run every route.
Now he's running every route. That's
the thing. But so your 1 through 5, who do you have?
So for me, it's always gonna be like I say, Jamar my 1.
Okay.
I would have Tyreek at 2.
Mm-hmm.
I have Justin Jefferson at 3. Now 4 and 5, it gets a little iffy. So for me, Devontae is gonna be my 5. Cause
what?
Devontae.
Oh my God!
As we go into 2024 again, now.
Okay,
what's college his quarterback this year? Gardner Minshew is his quarterback.
But I'm talking. Okay, again, I'm just talking like how we started conversation just from if you had a wide receiver.
So just from a pure
actually like this pure wide receiver. If you had a wide receiver, you can pick any quarterback you want, but wide receiver going up against the best cornerback in the league. Which wide receiver would you rather have at that moment? Well, because that's not fair, Tyreek, but I'm just saying the pure, just what everything he does. That's what I'm going by. Not against going into 2024. What he's going to forget all that. We talking football.
I see what you're saying.
That's why I'm like, but go ahead. That's why I'm tripping.
Again, so like for me,
okay,
for me,
right? Yeah.
Give me Jamar.
Okay.
Give me Tyreek. Give me Justin Jefferson. Then, like I say, in that 4th spot, because I say I'm gonna keep Devontae at 5. Keep Devontae at 5. So as I put in that 4th spot right now, that 4th spot so tricky. Excuse me. No. Let's rewind that. Devontae is gonna be at number 4.
Okay.
At 5. People not gonna like this, and I do be on this dude head a whole lot.
I know.
You gotta respect this game. Give me Stephon Diggs at 5.
I agree with you. Okay, I'm not mad at that.
Give me Diggs at 5.
So, remember again, this is not going into 2024.
Yeah, not going into 24. Yeah.
I'm saying this for everybody who's watching.
Yeah,
so I have Devontae number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Tyreek number 2. You got to put. It's hard to take Tyreek. Tyreek number 2.
Tyreek in there.
Oh, see, this is the hard part right here, dog. I mean, you got to put JJ at number because JJ was to JJ. Okay, this is what you don't see from. I'm gonna go JJ, Chase, and then I'll go Diggs. The only reason why I put Diggs at 5, one thing you don't see Diggs run a lot. I don't see Diggs running. I'm not good as you as far as, but I don't see him running the square end route as much.
Yeah.
He don't go across the middle a lot like that.
Yeah. And so again, in Buffalo, so
and that might be just right. Go ahead.
So I think when he was a much better receiver in Minnesota.
Right.
Than when he got to Buffalo, because Buffalo asked him to do again. Buffalo pretty much just played him at X.
Yeah, they let him right.
All of the outside stuff, which I
right.
thought was crazy because he's such a very good route runner.
Yeah,
you got to move him
great
around.
Right runner.
And so many times, you could smother him outside because it weren't like on a lot of their routes he didn't have two-way goals, so that's why they put it down back shoulder ball so much.
Yeah,
because it was like you got to respect, like if he take off, you got to, as a corner, you got to open up. Right. And now he just stopped and the ball is there. But teams just start saying, bro, I'm gonna play the back shoulder because I think I can run with him.
No, that makes and you know what, that makes sense. So that might move him.
So
I believe
for me,
but I believe
I have trouble with him at some days I flip-flop him and CD. Because I'm like,
I think he's a better route runner than CD.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. He is. But if you just look at the productivity, CD has way more productivity than him. But I think a lot of because I think CD is in a better system.
Now, right, I think
now that he's in Houston,
we're gonna get to see.
We're gonna see because I think they're gonna play him more inside because Nico is a big body guy, so he's gonna play all the outside stuff. Tank is another long person, so I think we're gonna see a better version of Diggs this year because he's gonna be doing a lot of inside stuff because they already got two good outside guys, so it's really no need to try to play him outside.
All right, so I know we got to shift to baseball, but before we shift to baseball, this is my only thing I want to say. My thing with Justin is what I was saying about Chase. When Justin plays against the best corners, he get pushed around too much. And he's young. He's young, so he's going to definitely get better. But that's
was he lighting the pain?
Yeah, he light too.
Yeah, he lighting the pain.
Yeah, that's my issue with him. He don't show up. He remind me of Steph Curry. He's not as bad, but I used to say this about Steph Curry back in the day, not now. Back in the day, Steph Curry is always going to go off, but Steph Curry doesn't have all right, I'm not if I'm not having a good shooting night, it's not like, all right, well, I'll have 10 assists or I'll play good defense or I'll do this. No, he has a bad game. This is a bad game or I'm scoring 30 plus whatever I do. That was Steph Curry before. I ain't gonna say it with Justin because Justin he ball out throughout the season. It'd be 2 or 3 games where he'll get like, come on, Justin. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you this is the last thing. I want your opinion. The wide receiver to me that's coming up that I think he's been held back as far as how great he is and how good he is, and how he can be, and people won't see it, is Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah.
I don't think he's starting to be that guy where if he went to Buffalo, I mean, they wouldn't, you know how they, but still, if he went somewhere to Buffalo, or if he went to, I was going to say Green Bay, even Green Bay, but the Jets, or with a great quarterback and a system, and he was the number one, I think he'd be with those guys.
Wait, excellent route. So he's without a doubt the best receiver in San Francisco.
Yep.
Without a doubt, as far as like complete receiver. His problem is he's really kind of in a system where he truly like the third or fourth option.
Yep. Even though you start noticing late in the season, Purdy was looking at him.
Well, he goes to but their big plays come from Kittle. They come from McCaffrey.
And they got much talent, so you can't get mad at that, right? Yeah.
No, you can't.
Right. But like you said,
and that's why he's where he is with his contract, because where he is, his value is not as high as what it would probably be on the open market.
Right.
It's just not. Now, one guy that I want to throw in who I think is a riser, you talking about Ayuk, if Aaron Rodgers can stay healthy,
Oh yeah, of course.
Garrett Wilson,
Of course. Yeah, he's
Garrett
a
Wilson
beast.
is on the way.
Yeah, right. I think so. Yeah.
Garrett Wilson is
He's on his way.
way.
Yeah, yeah. You can look at him and tell like this dude
He on
is
the way.
about to be. Yeah.
He on the way.
He on the way.
He's on the way, but they got to get that quarterback thing straight.
You right. Yeah, you definitely right. All right, man. Let's just transition quickly, man. To Major League Baseball, bro. We could have talked. We could talk about that for another hour or so.
It's a great conversation, dog. It's a great conversation.
Oh, but let's talk about this baseball, man. The Braves right now, bro. What is going on? Like I asked you earlier, I'm gonna ask you again. Is it time to panic?
It's time to panic, dog. It's time. It's time. It's time to panic, dog, because nothing is going their way. Nothing is going their way. Whoo! We're 9 games out of first place. We
5 in a row.
Man,
3-7 the last 10.
Yeah, it's bad. Pitching, hitting, our home run numbers are behind schedule. We got Austin Riley back, but I mean we're getting nothing from Austin Riley. Michael Harris is at the top of the lineup. We're getting nothing from Michael Harris.
So basically, when Braves lost Acuna, it threw everything off as far as lineup, where you hitting in the lineup.
Yeah.
But do you think it was was it the confidence as well? Was it like there go our season?
Well, not so. Acuna wasn't playing well anyway.
Right, but just the fact that
he wasn't playing good anyway.
You're right. You're right.
I think as far as like it's shaking up the lineup, of course, because now you got to put Michael Harris at the top of the lineup, but you don't have nobody really to put in that ninth spot where as the game goes on, you would get to a situation in the lineup where you would go Harris, Acuna, then Albies.
Right.
See, now you don't have that. So you got this hodgepodge down here at 9 who giving us nothing. Then you go back to the top, Michael Harris, who's giving us nothing. And now it's 2 outs. And now Albies comes up, and hell, he get on base. Austin Riley finna come up. He ain't hitting the ball. You know, Austin Riley got 3 home runs right now. 3 home runs, like 28 RBI.
That's crazy.
And, you know, your third baseman, your first baseman, your center fielder are like supposed to be your power hitting positions. And we're getting nothing from those guys. And it's showing. And I know everybody's like, AA, he did it before, but can he do it again? Well, and I saw somebody like, well, bring Soler back. I'm like, do y'all see what Soler batting right now? He batting like 205. Like, you don't want him.
I think when Acuna went out, it hit them mentally like that's our season.
Yeah.
I think some of them kind of checked out a little bit. Like if they're able to stay afloat, this All-Star break is going to be perfect for them because they're going to need something to rejuvenate. They're going to need and I know it's baseball, but as I like to say, like if I'm having like if I'll have an argument, like I always say, if I had to argue with my wife or whatever, I had to give a halftime speech, so we we don't have that.
Everybody let go.
And no, I'm talking about a halftime speech where you know how y'all playing bad and you going off like throwing stuff. Talking about that, like you gotta get
all y'all gotta do is do your job.
Right, you ain't doing, and I think Brave need a halftime speech right now, and they are getting it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: they got the wrong coach to give it because
exactly.
I call him Bobby Cox Jr. Bobby Cox Jr. over there, he just be man.
Yeah,
that guy kills me. He kills me.
He too smooth, but they need a halftime speech right now. They need one of them. Like people don't know that's what happened with Bill Parcells. That's how the dumping the Gatorade is when he was in the locker room. He went off on him, and he got a. I don't want to mess it up, but I know most part he got the trash can.
Yeah.
And he just dumped it, and he went off. So then that's why when the Giants want to start that. So when they won, it was like, all right, we're gonna get, and they started dumping him with the Gatorade. It's funny how now everybody does that now, but it came from that.
Yeah.
But I say that to say that Parcells was giving halftime speeches, like going off, like that's and they need a halftime speech, dog. That's what they need. They need like you said, Snicker. He too cool. They need a halftime.
He get on my nerves, man.
But
that dude don't do it for me, dog.
Right. Hey, so I'm gonna end it like this, dog. I just want to show this. Since we ending, we're gonna take a quick break. It's quick, but y'all, it's not gonna be a break. Just look at this. This is. Here we go.
Yeah, that scene right there.
I'm so glad we don't have beef no more, man.
You so glad?
You know what I'm saying?
I love you.
I can tell the world
Just
that,
tell me you love me.
If you love me like you say you do. Okay. We family
All right,
now.
we good.
Gang.
All right,
On
y'all.
gang.
We gotta let Miss Tamala go. We don't want her to go.
I don't want to go either.
I told you. Didn't I tell you?
See what I'm saying?
We have fun.
So you know,
She got serenaded.
look,
She got a new friend.
they became friends.
We became friends.
I'm still with
Now-
my biggest crush.
I'm gonna send my pictures. I'm gonna send a picture to my dog. And,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, tell him
I'm gonna just tell him the beef is over.
It's
Hey.
done.
Yeah.
Hey, and I don't care. When we take this group photo, I still got to get my own photo. So,
Yeah, because I'm gonna get a selfie
Check.
as well.
Okay. But all right,
Yeah.
man, we gotta let her go. All right, man, we gotta let them go, man.
See, I would have been here longer. See,
Yeah,
see, we
that's
a
how
whole
we
lot
do,
to talk
bro.
about.
That's
Yeah,
how we do.
Because it's conversation.
Yeah,
We're having conversation.
We're not asking the same question about this. We didn't talk about the Super Bowl.
Well,
that
who
one
you
time.
picking in the Super Bowl? We don't care about that.
I'm telling you, the only thing we missing is some, some
Like I said,
ribs,
dominoes.
dominoes, spades.
I'm out.
Yep. Maybe an adult beverage if you like, if you choose.
Right,
I ain't gonna
right.
say nothing. But then, then we turn this whole party.
Right for you. Right for you make the other book.
Yeah,
Right.
put it right there. and you got to throw it down with so much fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes
man.
if you flip it, it go across the table.
Right. Give me my book.
Hey,
Yeah.
had that person who's not playing walking around like that just reneged. That's the whole game up.
That also does
No,
happen
but
too.
you know when they do that, man, look.
Right.
Yeah, you got to mix them in. You got to do it together.
Yep. All right, man.
Man, I
We'll holler
appreciate
at y'all,
you having me,
man. No doubt, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, you go in that building and tell me what you want.
I wish I had it like that, Coach. All right, Coach. I know we got to let you go, man. This is fun, man. We love football. We love talking
you
X's
guys
and
are
O's,
awesome,
and
man.
This is what we do, man. But I appreciate it, and much success and much
Thank you.
love, and hopefully we get to do this again.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
Thank you both.
My guy.
All right.
Yes, sir. Wrap it up with our
But
guy.
hey, we appreciate it, bro.
Y'all gonna come when y'all coming to the game? When y'all next game? Cause we out here, we finna miss the next one.
I think
Yeah, because they play Monday.
They play
They play
tonight.
Monday.
When the 10th was?
10th is tomorrow.
10th tomorrow.
They play tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then I think they play
I'll be
Tuesday or
gone.
something like that, I think.
Then we got All Star.
We'll be there. I'll try to get out there and holler at you, bro.
You gonna be at All Star? Y'all gonna be at All Star?
No, I can't do All-Star, bro. I'm tired.
okay,
I
okay.
got to rest, dog.
We done been here since Sunday. This done
Yeah,
wore us out,
I got to
dog.
rest. I got to rest, dog. But all right, man.
All right, love.
I got
love,
Boosie, man. We out.
love. The Swag Surf King, I'm out.
Hey, that's how we did. That's how we ended it, man. Everybody had a good time. See how comfortable everybody was, man.
Boosie wild, man. Boosie wild. Coach, man, I tell you, Coach Hugh Jackson, super dope interview. Coach Smith, former Falcon, Mike Smith, super dope interview, man. Like I say, it's so many. I ain't no telling what you sitting on over the dog. It's crazy.
Hey, I got some more, man. I'm about to.
Sometimes I be looking at people like, hey, we interviewed them, like
Yeah, man. Then you forgetting stuff and all like
crazy,
yeah,
dog.
oh man, but anyway, man. All right, man. We was a great show, man. And I think, you know, shout out to Doc. Doc couldn't make it.
Yeah, man. Doc, enjoy vacation, Doc. Man, you know you need it because you know you have to recharge your batteries.
Right. Yep. Got to do it. You know how it is. Hey, y'all hear this music? You already know what it means. It means it's time to let you all go. So we let you know we have to stay tuned because you might be part of it. First, I give a shout out to the Almighty God for giving me this platform to do what I do, say what I say, make you all mad, happy. Want to give me the stop it button? God, I appreciate it. Also, I gotta thank my dog Mace for coming on once again, man. You know how we rock, bro. Anything you want to say, man?
Man, everybody gotta keep God first. Gotta keep God first, man. Shout out to the fam. All you Geminis, I'm sick of y'all. Can we hurry up and get out of Gemini season? I'm over it. I think we got like 7 more Gemini birthdays. I'm gonna pass out, dog. I'm gonna pass out.
All right, hey, I want to shout out to everybody who was in the chat room, man. Shout out to Candace, as May say, the real one.
A real one?
Yeah, dog. Shout out to Marlon. Shout out to Vince. Who else is in there? Michelle came in for a minute. Hey, man. I want to shout out to my children, lovely children, my nieces, nephews, uncles, cousins, aunties.
Stop eating all the snacks. Stop eating all the snacks.
Yeah, right. Brothers, sisters, cousins, play cousins. Hey, man, make sure you love on your family. Make sure they know you love on them. Make sure they feel it. Love them while they're still alive. Hey, be responsible this weekend or for the rest of the week. Eat good. Drink responsibly. Have fun. Watch sports. You still got the Stanley Cup Finals. You got the NBA Finals. You got baseball. You got UFL. They about to they Super Bowl at championship.
Yeah, Super Bowl. Yeah, Super Bowl.
Yeah,
shout
Super
out
Bowl.
To the UFL. Shout out.
Shout out to them, man. Yeah. Shout out to WNBA. You got WNBA and everything else, man. And
hey, real quick, Raphael. You know what I hate, Raphael?
What you hate?
I hate when people hate when mugs out here like, man, ain't nothing on TV to watch, man. This is a dry time of sports. Like, bro. Just say you don't like sports without saying you don't like sports, dog.
That's it. It's too much going on, dog.
It's too much going on. Get out of here.
It was too much going on, dog. Yeah, man. Hey, next week, same time, same show, same crazy host, same sports nonsense. When you miss me, I'm out. Yes.